Matt from the Scorpions. Again, here at my indoor paradise when it's snowing and 2 degrees outside. This is another in basic skill videos. Today we're going to go over the aspects of a face dodge. Okay, so obviously before we learn how to dodge, we need to know how to cradle and do stick protection. We have that in a cradling and stick protection video. I ask you to check that out. But once they learn how to do that, they have to start thinking about ways to move by an opponent. So that's called a dodge. So a face dodge is one of my favorite dodges, and I think it's one of the most effective dodges at younger age levels. The reasons being, number one, it does not require them to switch hands. And number two, it is done against a defenseman who does not have his feet planted or is lunging at your stick. Those are things you're going to see all the time with younger children especially, but it can work all the way up to the advanced age levels. US Lacrosse has a method for the way they teach this. I teach it a little bit differently. I like to keep things simple and communication simple to kids, because if you start to do abstract concepts or load them down with too many details, they will tune out and they won't remember anything. So what I like to say is, let's think about the basic reason that we would do a face dodge, okay? The basic reason we're gonna do a face dodge is we wanna basically trick our defenseman into lunging for our stick hand, and then we're gonna pull it away. So it's almost as if we are a matador and he's a bull, okay? So how we start this is, well, I'll show you the upper body part. So we wanna bait our defenseman with the stick. So just like we wanna bait the bull, we wanna bait our defenseman with the stick. So you wanna have your, basically you wanna be in a good athletic position. We call it in Montana, the snowboard position. I've got my front leg forward, I've got my hands on my stick, and I have my hands out. So this is, we also call this our triple threat position. I can dodge, I can pass, I can shoot, okay? So as the defenseman starts to come at my stick, what I'm gonna do is, just like I would for a bull, my stick is gonna come across my head, like this. So from one side to the other, okay? Comes across my head, all right? So that's all it is. I'm baiting the bull and olay. I have the stick over here, okay? So that's the most basic aspect of it, okay? Now, if we think about what we're doing with our feet kind of go along with it. So I have our hands out here. So again, my stick is out this way. As I pull the stick across, I'm gonna step with my front foot this direction so that my whole body starts to go this direction, okay? Then what I need to think about doing is, I don't want to pull the stick back right away because I'm going to get trail checked. So I want to give it a step, okay? So I pull it here, I want to give it a step. For the younger players, that's probably enough. So you do your dodge, and then you do 2 steps and you come this way. When they get a little bit older, what I want them to think about doing is sealing that defenseman. Okay? So if I have my stick out, I'm bringing it over. So Cohen's my defenseman, I'm stepping past him. And now what I'm going to do is, as I come forward, I want to keep him from coming my way, so I'm actually going to step across, get my 2 steps, and then I bring it back. So that seals him away. So that's the face dodge, okay? So a couple other little details about it. You know, I want to make sure that I start that face dodge before I'm in too tight, because if I go to make it and he poke checks my stick, it's going to get taken away. So just in its most basic form is, boom, so stepping with my front foot, olay, comes across here, and then I'm sealing coming across this way after 2 steps, okay? So really get them to bait it to their defenseman. A lot of times kids will do this, or they'll do it half-heartedly. You want them to really focus on that and not get bogged down in it, and just going through the motions. So some drills which are useful for this, we have our roots, which is in another video. You can do dodge a coach, dodge another player, dummy defense, and you can kind of build from there, okay? So that's the face dodge. Thanks, we'll do some other videos soon. Have a good day.